Most people confuse cryptocurrencies with blockchain, but essentially if you had to differentiate between the two, how would you do that?
Yeah. So Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies are just an example use case of a larger technology. And sometimes it's, we could depart from saying blockchain all the time and use distributed ledger technology. And DLT is a better sort of moniker of this new infrastructure that is getting created. Because the moment you say blockchain, it just gets almost synonymized with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is only a specific use case for creating a currency or a digital currency in a certain kind of format. Again, we can have another session on that.
Yeah, but what would the other use cases be? Sorry,
that's a great question. Yeah. So the DLT or blockchain technology has extraordinary number of use cases. I mean, you can think wherever there is, I think 2-3 things you can combine together, right? So wherever there is trust needed, right? So let's talk about region, for example. There is trust needed in the Islamic world on the halal food, for example. Now that's a great opportunity. I have not really researched whether it just came to my mind right now. How about creating a ledger technology which allows public to see whether a food item is halal or not, for example. Now, that can be a use case, for example.
Right.
The other is where you need identity, people and the value to be identified. I gave an example of Ministry of Education or universities using blockchain to say Shruti passed out from this university, and this is an authentic identification of her, as well as the grades and certificate that she passed out, which could be given out to a close group of people on check-in, check-out basis, or to a kind of more public itself.
Right.
Real estate, land transfers. You would realize that the trade in land and property can significantly be impacted if the information about that property is not available. We tend to rely then on a word of mouth and things like that, right? So if that were available publicly in terms of how the property is exchanged hands in an immutable public ledger, that's another great use case.